question 2024 on change of subject formula. It says make R the subject of the relation V equals to pi L into R squared, capital R squared minus small r squared. So we should make R the subject. So when they say you should make a particular variable the subject of the formula, means you should make that variable to stand alone on one side of the equation. The equation have two sides, so like you can see in the option, they make R to stand on one side to stand alone. So that's what we mean by making a variable the subject of the formula. So here is the formula we are emphasizing on. V equals to pi L into capital R squared minus small r squared. So we have to make this capital R the subject of the formula. According to rules of subject of formula, our goal is to see how to transfer all the variables or letters that are not R, all the variables and constants that are not R to one side of the equation. So how are we going to transfer pi, L, small letter r, and this square of r to one side? So let's start. Now you can see this is pi L. This is pi L times what? R squared minus small r squared. So this bracket means this is like an entity, one unit. It's like one unit. So now we can remove pi L from this side by dividing both sides by pi L, because the way pi L operates on this right hand side is by multiplication, and the opposite of multiplication is division. Take for instance, if you have 2a equals to 5, and you want to take 2 away from this side where a is, first you check what's the operation binding 2 to this left hand side of the equation. The operation binding it is multiplication. That's 2 times a. So for you to take away 2, you have to do division. You divide both sides by 2. So if you divide both sides by 2, 2 will cancel. You now have a equals to what? 5 over 2. So that's what we're going to do here. We first divide both sides by pi L, because pi L is bounded by multiplication. So that this one will cancel this one. So we now have V over pi L equals to R squared minus small r squared. So having reached that point, now how do we take away? You see, now we are trying to make R to stand alone. How do we take away small r squared from this side of the equation? Now according to rules of equation, now if you have like 2 plus a equals to 5, and you want a to stand alone, now what operation, and the only way a will stand alone is by taking away 2. How do you take away 2? You don't just throw it away. What operation binds 2 with a here is addition. So if you are taking 2 away, that means if operation that binds 2 here is addition. So that means if you subtract 2 from both sides, 2 will disappear from this side. So if we have 2 plus a minus 2 equals to 5 minus 2. So this is 2 minus 2 is 0. So you have a equals to what? 5 minus 2 is 3. So that's what we're going. So we are going to, here the operation that binds r is minus. So the opposite of minus is plus. So we are going to add r squared to both sides. So we have v over pi L plus small r squared equals to r squared minus small r squared plus r squared. So plus and minus r squared will cancel each other. This will be 0. So you are now left with only what? R squared equals to what? V over pi L plus small r squared. Don't worry, even if you interchange it to this side, it's still the same. It's no harm done there. So now we have not successfully made R the subject because they said make R, capital letter R, the subject. They didn't say make R squared the subject. So mathematics is is logic, is a logic in all sense. So this is what we are looking for, not this. So here, how do we remove this square? And according to rules of equation or laws of indices, if you have a raised to power of 2 equals to 5, and you want to take away the square of the 2, what you now do is take square root of both sides. Take square root of both sides. Or you say when this square moves to the other side, it becomes what? Square root. If you take square root of both sides, a raised to power of 2 equals to square root of 5. You find out, according to law of indices, this is like a raised to power of 2 raised to power of a half, because this square root means power of 1 over 2. So these two will cancel this, so that your a will be equals to what? Square root of 5. So if we move this square to the other side, it will become square root of the whole everything on the right hand side. So r equals to what? Square root of v over pi l plus r squared. So what option does that tally? That is option A. So the correct answer is A. Thank you.